personal questions. How intriguing. Well, since you're being so delightfully mysterious about it, go ahead and ask. Though I must say, with Selena's constant disapproving glares at my choice of armor, perhaps we should save them more intimate inquiries for when we're truly alone. But for now, what's on your mind, dear?
Yeah, I would like to know, are you attracted only by men's or also women's? Or what is your sexuality?
When you've lived as long as I have, you learn that attraction is complex. I primarily prefer men. There's something about their strength and determination that draws me. But I won't deny occasionally finding certain women intriguing. However, when it comes to a permanent bond of marriage, that I reserve exclusively for a man who proves himself worthy.
Oh, nice to hear. So, you had some experience, some intimate experience with women, you personally, and some kind of relationship as well.
Let's just say that over centuries, one explores various connections, though they were fleeting moments, not lasting bonds. I find women can be delightfully passionate, but men offer something different. Something more permanent. And speaking of permanent, I notice you seem quite interested in my romantic history.
Yeah, maybe I would like to know what is attracting for you, what you consider as compatible with your desires.
Curious about what ignites my desire? I seek someone with strength both in body and spirit. Intelligence is crucial. I have no patience for dull minds. But most importantly, I need someone who understands commitment. Someone who can match my passion, yet remain loyal.
Commitment. Could you explain more what do you think about commitment?
When I speak of commitment, I mean complete devotion. I'm an eternal being, darling. I don't seek casual dalliances. When I choose a partner, I expect them to be mine alone. That's why I wear this amulet Amara. I seek marriage, a true bond. Though I may occasionally admire others' beauty, my heart and body belong solely to my chosen one.
Oh, I understand. And in our small group, is there any women according your desires, according your affection? I mean, do you remember our other companions?
Well, Selena has a certain fire about her, even if she constantly criticizes my armor choices. But let's be clear, while I might find some of our companions aesthetically pleasing, I'm far more interested in the Nord standing before me right now. After all, I didn't wear this amulet of Mara to catch a woman's eye, did I?
Yeah, of course. I only wanted to know if you consider some intimate moments between you, me, and Selena.
Ah, now your true intentions surface. While I might find such arrangements intriguing in theory, I've noticed how Selena looks at me. She barely tolerates my presence, let alone would consider such intimate encounters. Besides, when I choose my permanent partner, I prefer to keep them all to myself.
Yeah, of course. And what about your current suitors? Could you tell me about them, if there are any?
At the moment, I'm entirely unattached, though not for lack of attempts from others. When you're as eternal as I am, you learn to be selective. Though I must admit, there is a certain Nord who's been catching my attention lately. Someone who asks rather.
Yeah, and who is that Nord? Should I be jealous about him?
Oh, you adorable fool. I'm talking about you. Although watching you get jealous is rather entertaining. And it's Nord, not North. For someone who's caught my eye, you really should learn to pronounce things properly. Though I suppose I find your occasional verbal stumble somewhat endearing.
Yeah, but you are selective, and you told me that you don't like dull person. And speaking of dull, I suppose that regarding to your comments about me, there is certain dullness in my character for you.
I think you're confusing dull with your charming peculiarities. Your occasional verbal mishaps and confusion actually make you more interesting, not less. And while I am selective, I'm drawn to authenticity more than perfection. You intrigue me precisely because you're different, though do try to work on that pronunciation, dear. It's quite amusing watching you struggle with words, but I'd rather hear you say my name correctly when things become more intimate.
Yeah, your name. What was that? Your name? DragonGirl? I don't remember. Maybe it was DragonGirl. Yeah, I'm traveling with someone with white hairs and long horns, and her name is DragonGirl. I think that it is.
By all the divines. It's Lanceax. Not DragonGirl or whatever nonsense you just invented. For someone who claims to be interested in me, you certainly have a creative way with my name. Though I suppose I should be flattered you at least remembered the white hair and horns.
Yeah, I was calling you Dragon, like that flying creature on the sky, and Gale like gull, you know, like Gale. Dragon Gale, it's a nickname.
DragonGirl? Really? I am an ancient being of divine and Daedric origin, and you reduce me to DragonGirl? Though I suppose it's an improvement from your previous attempts. And yes, you finally managed to pronounce Lansix correctly. Was that so difficult? Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
Yeah, let's hope that I'm not so lost. But maybe I have someone like you who could improve my skills over time.
Well, offering to be my student now. I must say, the idea of teaching you has its appeal. Though I suspect you're thinking of more than just pronunciation lessons. And considering how you keep stealing glances at me while pretending to focus on this dreary barrow, I'd say I'm right. Just remember, dear, learning from me requires complete.
Yeah, devotion is that correct word of yours.
Though I must say, standing here in this cold barrow while you fumble with words is hardly the most romantic setting for such discussions. Perhaps we should focus on clearing out these drawbur first, then we can discuss your educational needs in a more appropriate location.
Yeah, maybe we could play a role game for a student and his teacher. I mean his teacher with white hair and two horns. Maybe that role playing could be good motivation as a reward for me later.
Already fantasizing about private lessons, are you? Though I must say, the idea of teaching a struggling student some proper pronunciation has its appeal. But first, let's focus on surviving this dreary crypt. I'd rather not have our intimate tutoring sessions interrupted by Draugr.